You call your cat's name, they look right at you, then turn away. You've probably been telling yourself they're just moody or independent or doing quote _0 _. You've been misreading this moment your entire life. Here's what neuroscientists studying feline cognition recently discovered: that look and turn away isn't dismissal. It's a decision, a rapid, sophisticated calculation running in real time, and by point 6, you'll understand exactly what they're calculating and what it quietly reveals about how deeply they actually feel about you. But first, something most people never consider: your cat hears you perfectly every single time. A 2019 study from Sophia University in Tokyo confirmed cats specifically distinguish their own name from similar-sounding words even when spoken by strangers. Their auditory range reaches up to 79,000 hertz. Yours tops out at 20,000. They heard you before you finished saying it. Recognizing their name and choosing to respond, those are two completely separate events in a cat's brain. That's not ignorance. That's decision-making. And the decision tells you everything. Every time you call your cat's name, their ancient brain fires up a survival calculation, not stubbornness. Survival math. Cats evolved as solitary ambush hunters. No pack, no backup. Unnecessary movement meant exposure. Exposure meant becoming prey. For tens of thousands of years, the cats who moved only when it mattered, those were the ones who lived. A 2021 study from the University of Lincoln found that cats assess situational risk before responding to any stimulus, including human voices. The evaluation happens in under half a second. Threat level, energy cost, proximity to safety. Your name call triggers all of it. And here's the part that shifts everything. This calculation isn't cold. It's not indifference dressed up as biology. A cat that feels genuinely unsafe responds immediately. Not out of love, out of anxiety. A cat that feels secure, they pause, they weigh it, they decide. Think about what that actually means. The cats who respond least reliably at home are often the most bonded because they feel safe enough to think first. Your cat isn't ignoring you. They're protected enough by you to take their time. That look and turn away your cat does, it's not rejection. It's a calming signal, a deliberate one. In feline social language, prolonged eye contact is a threat. It's how cats challenge each other. So when your cat holds your gaze and then slowly, deliberately looks away, they're not done with you. They're telling you they're calm, that you're safe, that this interaction doesn't require escalation. A Japanese behavioral study on cats responding to their names found this exact sequence. Ear rotation toward the sound, brief eye contact, then a controlled look away. All three, in order, every time. That's not a snub, that's a full sentence in a language you didn't know existed. A woman named Claire noticed her cat did this every single morning from across the kitchen. She assumed he was bored. When a behaviorist watched the same footage, they said quote, _1, same moment. Completely different meaning. And no, this has nothing to do with mood or personality. The best part is just getting started. Drop your city in the comments and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If this is already changing how you see your cat, hit subscribe because points 5 and 6 are going to land completely differently now. How your cat responds to their name is a direct readout of your bond, not obedience. Bond. Research from the University of Tokyo shows cats respond significantly more often to their owner's voice than to a stranger's, even when the tone and volume are identical. It's not the sound they're tracking, it's the source. But here's the part that surprises people. The most bonded cats often respond the least at home, not because they care less, because they feel safe enough not to perform. Try this tonight. Sit on the floor, not looming, not leaning over. Get to their level. Say their name once, quietly. Watch what changes, not the words, your posture, your energy. The calculation shifts entirely when you stop signaling urgency. A man named Daniel tried this after years of his cat ignoring him from the couch. First time he sat on the floor and called her name softly, she walked straight to him. No hesitation. Same cat, same name, completely different answer. And hey, if this is changing how you see your cat right now, subscribe. That's how we reach more people who actually care about understanding this. Because point 6, it reframes everything. Your cat knows where you are in the house right now, without seeing you. They've built a mental map of you, your location, your movement patterns, and something far more specific, your emotional state, tracked entirely through your voice. A 2022 study from the University of Portsmouth found cats respond differently to the same word spoken in different emotional tones. Worried voice, excited voice, flat voice. Each one triggers a measurably different behavioral response. Even when the word itself is identical, they're not hearing your name call. They're reading your emotional broadcast. And no, this has nothing to do with food anticipation or conditioned response. A researcher named Dr. Sarah Ellis documented a cat who never responded to her owner's normal calls, but came immediately every time the owner's voice carried even slight tension. Not because tension meant danger, because the cat had learned that tone meant her person needed something real. She wasn't trained to do that. She just paid attention for years. Your cat has been studying you since the day they arrived. Every call, every tone, every pattern. They may not come when you call, but they are always listening. And what they do with that information, that's point 6. Here's what the silence actually means. Remember those 2 questions from the beginning, what your cat is calculating, and what the ignoring reveals about how they feel. Both answers are the same answer. The most bonded cats ignore selectively, not randomly, selectively. Research from the University of Vienna found that cats in high-trust relationships with their owners showed the lowest response rates to name calls in safe, familiar environments and the highest response rates the moment something shifted. Tone, location, emotional register. They don't respond when everything is fine, because everything being fine is the message. The silence isn't absence, it's a verdict. You're okay, we're okay, nothing is required of me right now. That's not a cat that doesn't care. That's a cat that trusts you completely. Try this. Next time your cat hears their name and doesn't come, watch the tail base. Watch the ears. If the tail is still and the ears are soft, they heard you. They assessed you. They decided you were fine. They gave you a clean bill of health, and they did it without you ever knowing you were being checked on. Not indifference. Devotion. Without performance. There is one moment when a cat who never responds will come without being called. No name, no sound, no signal you can identify. Veterinary behaviorists have documented it repeatedly. When an owner is genuinely distressed, crying, ill, in real pain, cats who routinely ignore every call will leave wherever they are and come, directly, without hesitation. A 2018 study from the University of Lincoln found cats actively approached humans in distress at significantly higher rates than humans who were calm, even when the distressed person was a stranger. For a bonded cat, the response is faster still. They feel the shift before you've processed it yourself. No calculation, no cost benefit, just movement toward you. A woman named Margot described it this way. She hadn't called her cat in years with any real result. The night she got devastating news and sat on the kitchen floor, her cat, who had been asleep in another room, walked in and pressed against her without a sound. She hadn't made a noise. The cat just knew. You will probably never see the moment your cat decides to come to you like that. You'll only feel the weight of them arriving. That's not instinct. That's love.